So this is part one of the Geography Paper 1 All You Need to Know series. So it'll probably be 3, 4, 5 parts explaining everything you need to know for the first paper to get yourself a grade 9. Okay, so first we have the Typhoon Haiyan case study. You have to know, I recommend for each case study you do, you have to know like at least 3 to 4 statistics per part. So for example, like primary effects, I put 3, secondary effects, I put 2 to 3, and then I did the same for these ones down here. So that's very important. So I put, there's been 6,300 killed, 40,000 homes destroyed, 30,000 fishing boats destroyed, and Tacloban city and airport has been demolished for primary. And then secondary, 14 million people have been affected, flooding and landslides leading to blocked roads, shortages of flood and water and shelter causing disease outbreaks, looting and violence in the city of Tacloban, and hospitals and schools destroyed. Now, for any case study you do, it doesn't matter if you're not doing Typhoon Haiyan, you still need to include like this amount of detail, this amount of facts and information, because even if you just write 6,300 killed or like flooding and landslides, you can make that into like a big paragraph. So one informational fact could turn into like a paragraph. So then we have the responses. So immediate responses, I put, once again, you can see there's always at least 4 points. So I put 1,200 evacuation centres, international aid, food, water and temporary shelters put up. UK government sent shelter kits, including basic food supplies and children's like toys, like colouring crayons and stuff. The Philippines Red Cross delivered basic food supplies, so like canned goods and all that stuff that you know. And then the long-term responses, building roads, bridges and airports. The UN, UK, USA, Japan sent financial and medical aid. Rice farming and fishing quickly re-established. Cash for work program, pay people to rebuild. So this topic here, this is the extreme weather hazards topic. This is the case study that I do. But any other case study that you want me to go over quickly, I can do that. So then we have storm protection and monitoring. This could be a 6 marker. So you have to know about the windows, doors, roofs, reinforcing that. You have to know about storm drains, what they do. So they take away excess rainfall. Seawalls are built to protect key properties from storm surges. Houses close to the coast constructed on stilts so that storm surge will pass beneath, so no damage is done to buildings. So that saves a lot of financial. Build on raised grounds as well. Hurricane watch is, so the difference between hurricane watch and hurricane warning, there is a difference, so you have to know that. Hurricane watch just advises that hurricane conditions are possible, but hurricane warning, on the other hand, shows that there's a hurricane expected and people should take immediate action. Okay, so conservative margin. So there are 3, so conservative, destructive and conservative. There is a high chance of there to be a potential 9 marker on one of these topics this year, so watch out. So you need to know quite a lot of information for each of these. I'm just going to go through a few of these points. So for the constructive margin, we can see that magma forces its way to the surface along a mid-Atlantic ridge. As it breaks through the overlying crust, it causes earthquakes. When it reaches the surface, it causes volcanoes. The magma at the conservative margins is very hot, and it's in the form of fluid. The lava erupting from a volcano will flow a long way before cooling, therefore resulting in a broad or flat shield looking shaped volcano. And yeah, the general definition is just it's two plates moving apart from each other. Then we move over to the destructive margin. So the destructive margin is where two plates move towards each other. So this is where two plates meet, a deep ocean and a deep oceanic trench is formed. The oceanic Nazca plate, for example, which is dense, is subducted under the less dense continental plate. Friction between the two plates causes strong earthquakes. And as the oceanic plate moves downwards, it melts, and this creates magma. And it breaks through the surface to form steep-sided composite volcanoes. So this means that basically, well, for the 9 marker, you would have to say about all of the landforms that are formed and how they're formed. So that's why this is important with the volcanoes. And the eruptions are very violent and often. However, for destructive, if two continental plates meet, there is no subduction. Therefore, crust just becomes crumpled and uplifted. So therefore, there is no volcanoes because there is no magma. Okay, and then the last one that we need to know is the conservative margin. So this one is where two plates slide along each other and friction between the plates can cause earthquakes. Earthquakes happen as stress gradually builds up after many years. Eventually, they are released like very suddenly, so it will all happen very quickly when the plates slip and shift. And there is, of course, no volcanoes because there is no magma that is produced. So yeah, as I said, this is one of the parts of this series. If you guys have any questions or any topics you want me to go over, just put them in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. Good luck.